Hey everyone, in this video we're going to talk about how to use video to grow your mortgage business. Let's get into it. So how do mortgage professionals use video to grow their business? Well, here's a couple of bullets of the most valuable ROI focused activities mortgage professionals are using video to grow their business. The first thing is better communication. So this means clearer, faster, better received communication with both clients and realtors and other people in your network. So that's the first and foremost. Next is powerful lead conversion videos and lead generation style videos. So using video to convert our expensive and hard-earned leads, and then also using video to generate leads organically. The next thing is engaging emails and newsletters. So instead of our plain emails that we're sending out, and instead of newsletters that are really missing the mark, we can be sending out really engaging stuff that keeps us top of mind and really provides value to our audience. And then also collecting reviews and testimonials is one of the most powerful things people are doing with their video campaigns as well. So how are these things accomplished? Let's get into it and find out. So the first thing is creating these videos. Dubb has an entire suite of features really designed to enable you to create these videos as easily as possible. So the first thing is the Dubb mobile app, which allows you to record videos on the fly. This is a video tutorial center here, and if you open this guy up and come to the bottom of it, there is a place where you can see how the app works, how to send the videos through text message, and how to send them through emails. So this will give you a nice step-by-step instruction on how to record with the app. It has some very powerful features and real-time editing, so you can do things like start the camera facing yourself, then you can reverse to your office or use the back-facing camera, do whatever you need to. You can add text, emojis, multiple clips, so you don't have to just record one video. You can take videos from any other source, splice them all together, add all the enhancements you want, like text on the screen, emojis, and music, to make really fun, dynamic videos without needing a video editor. So definitely check the app out. The next thing is the screen recorder. So you see this little button right here, that is the Dubb Chrome extension. If I give it a click, it actually opens up my screen recorder. You can see the little webcam down there. Now I'm zoomed out, so let me go ahead and get full size here. And now this can be either your webcam, it can be your profile picture, it can be any of those things. It can even be just your voice. And we can turn it off entirely, but this is the way the screen recorder works. You just do that, turn it on, and now it's actually recording your screen. And now this is valuable for a lot of things, for things like contract walkthroughs, or maybe you want to show someone how to navigate your website, or other thing is the newsletter application. Let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. So here's the annotation tool. You can underline, kind of highlight, do whatever you need to kind of make these recordings a little bit more interesting. And then now what are mortgage lenders doing for their newsletters? So here is an example of a newsletter I'm going to explain to you. One thing we often will say is just updating people with how we're doing in the business, and that's not terrible. Hey, we helped this many customers this year, or whatever generic kind of content we're sending through our newsletters. Now, just rewind for a second here. What is the intention of a newsletter in the mortgage business? It is to make sure our sphere of influence has us top of mind. We want to provide value to that sphere so that they continue to open our emails and they maybe even share those with other people. So we want the newsletter to provide value so that people are engaging with it, they're providing value in it, they're continuing to opening it, and they know that we are the thought leader and an expert in this industry. So those are the things we want of our newsletter. And here's an example of how we can do that. I just have a generic report pulled up here. So you can pull up any report in your local area, and you can see we have the little webcam preview of it. And so here's an example of what video would look like. You would actually just pull the report up, start your video, and say, one second, do a little countdown. Hey guys, I just wanted to share with you a really important report that I pulled up today. So I noticed some information that I really believe would be valuable for you guys. So the appreciation rate in Los Angeles property has gone up around 0.75% just in the last quarter. And the annualized appreciation rate is around 3%, which is really good interest in the Los Angeles area. So if you're thinking about buying, now is the time. Seriously, guys, the rates are lower than ever. Whatever. So that's kind of the idea, is we're pulling up a report here that already has graphics, it already has all the data that's all condensed into one place. So instead of us having to do any real effort, all we have to do is search up one of these really awesome reports, and then us as the expert come in. We have that personality of us down here. We have our voice, our inflection, all the things that make us who we are. And then now we can position ourselves as an authority and as someone who really has their finger on the pulse of the local market. You have data that's at your disposal that's really going to be beneficial to helping your clients build wealth and get their homes and get the things that they need. So this is an example of a newsletter that's providing value, that's going to be shared, that people are going to look forward to opening. And that's the type of content we can create just with the screen recorder here, which is the second type of way we can create videos. So we talked about the mobile app, we've talked about the screen recorder. Now let's talk about some add-ons. So if you guys are in Gmail or Outlook or LinkedIn or many of these CRMs, we have actually what's called a universal compatibility. So here is an example of a dub video that I recorded. And if I want to send this through, I can send it through just about any channel I want. I can just press that copy button, and now I can paste this anywhere. So I can come into Gmail or Outlook, and I can paste like that, or LinkedIn or Facebook or a text message or an email or any CRM. So that copy and paste function there will put videos into just about any channel. And so that is how the copy and paste function works, but we also have the ability to record right within the tools we're using. So I mentioned we're on Gmail here, right? If we go ahead and maximize this, you can see there's a little dub icon right here. So if I click that, it gives me access to my library of pre-recorded videos, and I can also record a brand new video right here. So this add-on is available for Gmail, it's available for LinkedIn, and dozens of CRMs. But as I mentioned, even without that direct integration, we have the Chrome extension right there where I can record either screen recording videos or webcam only videos. And so it's basically like having that dub icon right within the interface of whatever tool we're using, because I can record the video here and then I can insert it into the tool that we're using, even if I don't have a direct integration. So that is how we can create these videos. We talked about the mobile app, the screen recorder, and the add-ons. And now there's going to be full tutorial videos for each of these things. So if you visit the Dub website, all you have to do is come to our little tutorial center here, and there's going to be bite-sized videos on each of these components. So don't feel lost. All right, that covers it for creation. Now let's talk a little bit about how to customize these videos. So what do I mean by customize? The first thing is when we're sending these videos through, we want them to look as attractive as we can so that we get the most clicks. Now, this is whether the video is one-to-one or whether it's one-to-many through like a newsletter application, as I showed you. The idea is we want these videos to get clicked on. We want them to be watched because that's where all the magic happens. So here's an example of what a video looks like when sending it through an email. You have the personalization text you can include where you can put their first name on it. Then you have a GIF, which is a 3-second preview of the video. By default, it takes the first 3 seconds of the video, but you can change this to be anything you want. So say if your video's not so exciting, you're just in the house or something, and you want the thumbnail to be something more interesting, all you have to do is come in here and you can actually edit these videos and replace the thumbnail with whatever you want it to be. It can be an image, it can be a different GIF, it can be some other point along the video, whatever you want it to be. And so that's what I mean by customizing the videos and the way they look when we're sending them through. Because what this does is it really gives us the highest chance of the recipient clicking on this video. And this really becomes crucial when we're trying to do things like engage our list or convert colder leads. So if you're paying for any leads, like a lead gen service, and then you want to convert those leads, this is really where video comes into play. That's probably the most focused ROI activity that mortgage lenders are doing with video is converting their leads. Now, what does that mean? There's a couple of ways this happens, depending upon the volume and the source of the lead. If it's from traditional sources like a referral or networking and they're coming to you that way, then we would have a video sent out to them manually really as quickly as possible. Of course, this is only if they didn't answer the phone. So we send these videos through text, we can send them through email and social. And the idea is to get a video in front of them as quickly as possible so that we can introduce ourselves, begin to build trust, begin to build the relationship, and also have a direction for them to take. So this is what the thumbnails look like. We want to optimize these so we get the highest clicks. And we can do those using Dub's features. So things like personalization text, custom thumbnails, and the GIFs in general get a higher click than things like plain links. All right. Now, the next level of customization is actually on the videos themselves. So if you see here, when I send this video through email or through LinkedIn or through a text message, it'll look just a little bit different depending on how I'm sending it. So if it's through Facebook or LinkedIn or a text message, it'll show up as a still thumbnail, not this animated GIF. So it's just a little bit different. Now, regardless of how you're sending this video, whether it's through text or email or social, and they click this link, they click the video and they want to watch it, it's going to take them back to a video page just like this, except for it's going to be branded with all your own stuff. So your own logo, your own URL, a watermark there if you choose it, custom background, custom play bar, play window, this whole thing. We want to make sure that this whole page is not only designed to make sure that it's cohesive with your own branding and marketing, but more importantly, we want to make sure that it's set up to convert. Now, you can see here we have a couple of features on the video page that are really designed to help get the most juice out of these videos. This one here in particular is set up similarly to how a mortgage agent would have their video set up to convert a lead. So say if the mortgage lender is running online advertisements and they have an automation set up to where it fires a video off to that lead as soon as they come in, which is an ideal situation. We want to have an automation set up when we're having leads come in automatically, because we just don't have the time in the day to be sending manual messages, emails, and texts and phone calls as these leads are coming in. We're in appointments, we're driving, and we're busy, and that's why we recommend automation. So we would send a video like this through the automation, and you can see here we have a playlist, and what this is designed to do is make sure that the thumbnail of the video has a very short timestamp. We don't want to say, hey, watch a 10-minute video, so that it's very short, so they want to click on it. And then at the end of that first video where you're saying, hey guys, thanks so much for filling out my form, or wherever that ad is coming or that lead is coming from. If it's from a referral, thank them from that. If it's from a more traditional, like a networking event, say, hey, it was so great meeting you at the event. So wherever they're coming, you're just acknowledging that. You're giving them a warm introduction. Be sure to smile, because again, the idea here is first impressions. We want to make sure that we are building trust and that we're letting them know, here's why you're going to want to work with me, and here's why you have nothing to worry about. I'm going to make your whole home buying process seamless. And then at the end of that video, it can transition into another video automatically. And now what types of videos go here is dependent. Ideally, if this is a page that's designed to convert a lead, we're going to want things like testimonial videos here. So testimonial video from a client. So first it has this video of you saying, hey, thanks so much. It was so great meeting you at that event. And I know you talked about wanting a home in this range. We're going to be able to work on your approval. Let's talk about next steps. And I'm looking forward to chatting with you. And at the end of that, it transitions into that next video where it's a video from one of your clients saying, hey, working with you or working with this lender has been amazing. There was no problems at all. You definitely want to work with this guy. So that's the type of thing we can do with the playlist. And then now, as I mentioned, when we're creating these videos, the intention is really important. We're not creating them for our own entertainment. We're creating them to get someone on the other end to do something very specific. So as I mentioned, lead conversion is one of the biggest use cases. So we have a lead, we want to convert them into an appointment and into a client. So here's how that would work. If you guys are using a scheduling software, Calendly, Acuity, anything like that, we can get your calendar right here on this video page. And if you're not using a scheduling software, it is something I highly recommend. It works well for our high-producing mortgage lending clients because they're, like I said, they're too busy to really be setting manually appointments. They're getting too many leads, too many appointments, too many deals to kind of chase people down. So calendar integration is highly recommended. It's a nice way to capture low-hanging fruit, but we also want some buttons on here in case they're not quite ready for that. What if they're not ready to give us a phone call or to book a time in our calendar? We want to have some things on this page to warm them up to that idea. So as you can see here, we have a button that takes them to our customer success stories, which is testimonial videos. We can either program these buttons to do anything we want, so they can be a calendar integration, redirection to a URL, they can fill out a form, download an attachment. We even have a feature here designed to collect video testimonial. So I was saying, having a video testimonial on this playlist can be pretty powerful. And I also mentioned at the beginning that collecting reviews and testimonials was one of the most powerful things mortgage lenders are doing with video. And so here's how that feature works: is the recipient doesn't need to download or sign up or click anything, download or sign up or install anything. They just click that button, gives them access to the camera, and now they can send you that video from their mobile device or from their desktop or wherever they are. And then you can then download that video and put it on here as a playlist or embed it on your website or do anything you need to with it. Okay, so now we've really talked about how to customize these pages, and it's really important to customize these pages depending upon what the use case is. So here's an example of how our other lenders have customized their video pages. They will have one video page really designated for their cold leads coming in, and it's all fully built with the right buttons, the videos on there and everything. They'll have another video that they send to realtors that they're trying to connect with to expand their network. and they'll have even another video that they'll send to perhaps another type of networking event or common use cases, like I said, contract walkthroughs or website navigation, things like that. So they'll have a handful of these videos pre-built, fully designed to really give them the highest chance to convert. But then they also have the ability to create these videos on the fly. So like right now, if I hit record, it's going to build just about this whole page because I have my default settings set up. I'll actually go ahead and show you this process. So if I hit record with camera, I'm going to do a little test video here. And you guys see that the whole page will be built. And then now when I preview this video, you can see that the background, the logo, the call to action buttons, all of those things were added automatically. So as I described, we have videos that are pre-built, frequently asked questions, things like that. And then we also can build videos on the fly for quick communication and things like that. Okay, so we've talked about how to create the videos. We've talked about how to customize the videos. The last thing here is how to distribute the videos. Dubb does offer the ability to send out videos either at bulk, like we can send out videos to entire lists. So say if you have a large list of people you want to send a video out to, here's an example of one we sent to about 16,000 people. And then here's the analytics from that video. You can see specifically how the video performed, who clicked on it, who watched what percentage, who clicked on which buttons. All that stuff is available to you when sending videos in bulk. Now we can also send videos through automations like drip campaigns. And here is an example of one such drip campaign. 1, 2, 3, 4 emails with a couple of delays in between. So we can either build these automations here on Dubb, or we can incorporate Dubb videos into existing automations you already have. So whichever one you want to use, it's up to you. You can either send them through Dubb or through your own tools. So we can send videos at bulk, we can send videos one-to-one, at automation, and then of course we also offer the ability to send these videos one-to-one as I showed you at the beginning. We can press that copy for email button and I can send these videos through any channel I want just by pressing copy for email. Now there's one last method here is I can send directly from Dubb, and if I do that, it's a little bit more convenient way of sending these videos, and it's going to go through the email that you have connected here to Dubb. All right, and then the next thing is we can send these videos through any social media. As I mentioned a little earlier, we can send these through LinkedIn, Facebook Messenger, text messages, WhatsApp, Skype, you name it. So these videos can go out really any way we need to, through our existing tools, through our CRMs, Gmail, Outlook, text messages, you name it. So we have covered now how to create these videos, how to customize them for your use cases, and then how to distribute them.